Well, the dust has settled here a little bit. Newcastle United fans have all departed the Etihad Stadium, and really I have to be honest and say that they didn't see Newcastle put up much of a fight. I thought Manchester City were a team that really didn't get out of first gear, and yeah, they were 2-0 up and cruising at the 32-minute mark. Newcastle stood off them, a couple of deflected goals, and that's all City needed really to swipe Newcastle to one side. Yes, Isak had that opportunity which Ortega saved, but ultimately that was Newcastle's only real chance at goal. The second half there was a few openings, but Man City again, they were in full control. They could have easily turned the heat up on Newcastle, but Newcastle just didn't have an answer to them. They made a series of substitutions. That was the plan B. That didn't work. Newcastle lose here 2-0. Could have been more. Just a disappointing way to go out the cup, really. I mean, Newcastle were always going to be underdogs coming here, but they allowed City the chance to do exactly what they wanted to do. And really, when we look back on this game, it won't be a classic for Newcastle. Even the Man City fans seemed quite subdued here, chanting about going to Wembley at the end, I suppose. But look, Newcastle's cup drought continues. They've spent a lot of money, but they're still not closer to breaking it. And it's now about those last 10 games of the season in the Premier League where Newcastle must conjure something up, or the whole season's been a complete washout, I guess is the only way to describe it for Eddie Howe. But look, we know that injuries have been a problem for Newcastle, but look, Eddie Howe must now get some serious messages across to his players that this wasn't up to standard. First gear to beat Newcastle United, just one shot on target from the Magpies here. 8,000 fans who travelled down here have now left the stadium, and they've left having seen the team, I suppose, put up a little bit of a fight, but ultimately it was never going to be enough to see off Manchester City. It needed something absolutely spectacular. Newcastle couldn't deliver it. They parked the bus early on, 5 at the back. It was a game that, yeah, they didn't want to take Man City on one-on-one, and ultimately parking the bus really invited pressure. And Man City were 2-0 up after 32 minutes, and the game was pretty much gone. So Newcastle now fly off to Dubai. Lots to think about, lots to digest, but they've got to be careful, because those last 10 games, if they don't have a strong finish, this season has been pretty much a write-off. It's been a disappointment after what happened last year. They haven't built on it. It's been a learning curve in many ways, but yeah, injury after injury has haunted them. And even with players coming back here tonight and having a strong enough team on the pitch to begin with, they couldn't push Man City to a fight. Disappointing.